Hi, you're watching Emma B TV, the show if you want to create an online business and more profit and freedom doing what you love. I am Emma Bond. I'm a business strategist and mentor, and I help coaches, consultants, and service-based entrepreneurs to grow an online business in a way that is both strategic and soul-aligned, so that the end result is a profitable and scalable business, but also that it feels really good. And today, I want to talk about the 3 steps that you must take first when you want to grow an online business. I get asked this question so much. Like, I talk about what I do at industry events and people come up to me at the end and they say, okay, like this sounds epic, but where the heck do I even start to go about doing something like this? So I want to give you 3 steps that you can start to think about today. So grab yourself a pen and paper. You're going to want to write this down. This is what you're going to do first. First of all, number 1, the online space is super busy and there is a heck load of noise. So if you're going to make a success of this, you're going to need to stand out in some way. So your first step is to understand, what is your mission? Like, what are you there to do differently to everybody else out there? Okay. So nowadays, it's not enough to go online and be like, hey, I'm a nutritionist. Hey, I'm a business coach. Like, you have to have a point of difference that makes you stand out from everybody else. So you need to think about what it is that you're really there to do. Who are the people that you're there to help? Okay, there's 7 billion people in the world. You're not going to help them all. You need to pick your tribe from that 7 billion people that you really want to work with and that you can really help to make a difference. So for me, like, my mission is to help more aspiring female entrepreneurs to create profit and freedom in their lives, doing something they love by growing an online business. So I don't work with everybody. I only work with a select audience that I know I can help. So you need to get clear on what your mission is first. You need to be clear on who it is you help, what it is you do, and how you're different from other people out there. So for me, there are a ton of other business coaches out there doing things in the online space, working with a similar audience to me. But where I know that I'm different, and one of my clients very nicely put it, that I am a soulful scientist. So what the heck does that mean? Well, it basically means that with everything I do it with strategy and structure and systems. And I like to add in there like a little bit of soul to make it feel good in the process as well. So my approach to business is not the same as another business coach's approach to business, where they may be much more of an intuitive business coach, where they prefer to work more on intuition and feeling and thought and that kind of thing. So depending on your client's preferences, they are going to either gravitate towards you or they're going to gravitate towards your competitor. So it's really important that you're clear about how you go about doing what you do and why you're different. So get that down, step number 1. Step number 2 is, before you even think about trying to sell something, you need to firstly create a community, an audience, like a tribe that are there for you. Like, they get what you do, they love what you do, they want to hear what you have to say every time you show up. And by growing that audience in, your private Facebook group, on your Facebook page, on your Insta page, on your LinkedIn, wherever it is that your ideal client hangs out, you need to have a community there first, because otherwise you're going to launch a product or a program or a service and it's going to be like crickets. Like, no one is going to be there to actually hear what you have to say. So you have to have a following, you have to have a community. And just so we're clear, this does not need to be thousands and thousands of people. Like, you do not need thousands of people to make your business work. Like, I only work with a select handful of women every single year to make my business work, because I'm selective about who I work with. I do not need to attract tens of thousands of people into my business when I only work with 100 women per year. That doesn't make any sense for me to do that. So don't get caught up in the numbers. Just focus on getting the right people into your tribe. And that leads me on to step number 3, is that when you have a tribe, firstly, they're going to be there and then they're going to stay there because you give so much value and content to them. And this is what it's all about. It's not about getting people in to then sell stuff to them. That's not what it's about at all. You are there to provide value to people. Like, first and foremost, you're there to provide value to people. And that is free value via videos. If you like doing videos, you can do live, you could do YouTube, you can do Insta TV. There's so many options now. You can write posts if you prefer to write, maybe a blog, however it is that you prefer to share all of your gifts and expertise and knowledge, then package that up in a way that feels really good for you and spread the word. Like, get your content out there, get people engaged with what you've got to say. Like, you have to find your voice. If you've got a mission, you have to put your work out there, because otherwise you're like the world's best kept secret and nobody knows about you. So focus on your message, who your audience are, make sure that you're attracting those right kind of people into your communities, and then give them tons of value so that they like you, they get to know you, they build a relationship with you. And then, you know, when they are ready and they feel like, I do want some help, who am I going to go to? Guess what? You're going to be first on the list. So this is so important that before you start thinking about websites, logo design, like what you're selling, how you're selling it, all that kind of stuff, you have to spend some time putting these foundations down first. And just like I explained at the beginning with how, like, I prefer to build a business in a structured and strategic way, it's kind of like if you were going to build your dream house, then you would employ an architect and they would come in and they create this beautiful blueprint, and all the structures and the tools and everything would be pre-planned. Okay, you wouldn't just say to a ton of builders, yeah, come on over, like, let's chuck a bit of cement around and let's see what happens. No, you wouldn't do that, because you'd end up living in a mud shack of some sort. So if you actually want this beautiful dream home, you're going to have to do it in a way that is structured and strategic, and it's got the right systems and the right tools and all of those kind of things. And to help you out with this, if you are interested in learning more, I have created an online coaching business architect's blueprint. So exactly like your architect would give you for your dream home, I've created the same thing, but for your dream coaching business. It has 6 strategies, the only 6 strategies that you really need to focus on if you want to grow a successful coaching or consulting business online. And everyone needs to have this. So I'm not charging for this. This is totally free. The link to go ahead and download a free copy of that is in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please let me know by commenting below, by sharing with your friends. And if you want to stay tuned, subscribe. So click the link above and you will be able to subscribe to this channel for more incredible content coming your way every Tuesday. So that's it from me. Have an amazing week and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.